Alright guys, I forgot to shave before stream. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. We got a few things. I guess we got some packages to open. So let's do that. Kevin, Snooze, Coward, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here tonight. Let's get it kicked out with some package openings, yeah? Let's see what we got. Ooh. Okay, alright. We've been driving this since Thursday. I think it was Thursday that we did this. It's a good keyboard. I like it. Alright. First package. We got some Lunaki probiotic gummies. Good for digestive health. These taste pretty good, I gotta say. So it's like, whether or not these actually work, they taste good. Good gummies. In fact, the reason I bought them is because got one left in here. So I haven't had mine yet, so I'm gonna have them all day. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. Next package. Alright. Need my box cutter. Always losing my box cutter. There it is. Alright, second package. Take a look. Yet another here from Amazon. We got, ooh, we got some fiber gummies. So more gummies, the fiber. So let's have at it. What's cool about both these gummies are they don't have any gelatin in them. It's real good. Right. Let me just punch right through because you can't figure out how to peel off the protective seals. These are pretty much dots. I don't know if you guys like dots, but these are pretty much dots. So again, if these are completely fake and contain no fiber, it's like at least I got to eat my daily dots. Alright. Another thing in this package, I don't remember what this is. Oh, I do remember what this is. Alright, no address on here. It's like a box within a box. Take a look, guys. Excited about this. Got some Swiffer wet refills. Oh my god, how many are there in here? Wait, why do they give me so many? Wait, hold up. I don't think I ordered this many. Wait a second, hold on. I think they gave me too much. Let me check this out. How many are in here? Ah, okay, so it's 12 cloths per. And I bought a 36 pack, okay. Well, there you go. Oh, we got some Swiffer wet. Alright. Okay, just the right amount, of course, of course. All right. Next up, hey. Also, my bad. I don't know if you know, but it's still emo. Oh shit. My bad. Oh no shit. All right, here we go. Thank you guys. Everyone's trying to sell. My bad, guys. Thank you guys and welcome. Instigator, Rolly, Druas, Snoozerton. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, at least you guys got to watch me eat some digestive gummies. Alright. And open up my Swiffer. Finally. I should have an emote that's telling me that emote only mode is on, huh? Alright. Check this out, guys. We got these the little B-stock thing from Bolsa. Aha. Ooh. What y'all think? Is this B-stock? I don't know. Seems chill to me. I don't know. They say it's B-stock. I think it's chill. Oh, I know this. Oh, I know this. Yeah, this. By the way, my big brain didn't know the Kale springs only go on Kale switches. Yep. That's a great Sumi mat. Stop. All right, yeah. So Snoozden, yep. You need some Kale. They're Kale box switches specifically. Even if you get some Kale like regular non-box switches, they won't exactly work. So you're gonna need to go with some Kale box switches. Big brain. Luckily, you got those 90-gram springs. So you know, of course, everyone needs that in their collection. These 90-gram Kale box springs. So highly coveted and desired. I bet they're gonna be super rare one day. Like they're gonna stop producing these 90-gram Kale box springs because who needs them? And Snoozden, you might even have a gold mine in your hands. All right, so that was package 3. Okay. Package 4. This one's exciting. We might possibly get to this tonight if time permits on all the other tasks. But let's wait and see. This this is a funny, interesting one. Let's take a look. Trying not to show my address here. A few more cuts I need to make. Vintage Sprit Spring circa 2021. Ooh. Alright, guys. Here it is. We got this big ass lube station. Yeah, I came in late to the extras, so finish is not my favorite finish, but it was literally the only one that was left. This XL in, what is this, birch or whatever? What was it exactly? Yep, birch. Grizzling a long time and a good time. So we'll do this. I'll never have this many switches to lube for a single board. But here's another thing. Ada does all my switches, so this could possibly be more useful to her. Should I hand it over? So this is a cool one. This is a nice one. So yeah, I'm probably gonna use this once, and if anything, it'll be like tonight. Wow, you have a lube slave. It's not like that. She wants to. She wants to be a part of. She wants to be a part of it. So, you typically it's she gets started on them while she like watches. I don't know. She's just always watching Netflix, Hulu, and everything. She gets started. She does all the bottom housings, and then, you know, I'll find my way over there, and then we kind of do the rest together. So, but okay, so we got some tasks today that aren't lubing, but if we finish them possibly really fast, then maybe we'll lube some switches tonight. We opened this last time around. These are some JWK tropical switches, so I'll try this out. Sounds like Stockholm syndrome. I don't know if I'd say that. I think she chooses to. She wants to. She wants to be a part of the action. Okay, last package. Yeah. All right. Last package. Ugh, we got some the quicker picker upper. 6 family rolls. Scream if you need help. By the way, once again, you comment when I was about to do something again. Hey, I'm glad you could drop by, Snooze. I bet they start with that. Snooze, I glad you could be here. Glad you could be here, and we've just spent the first 15 minutes opening these packages. And we got the bounty. It's not toilet paper, these are paper towels. The select the size. Thank you guys. Alright. Okay. Enough of the nonsense. Actually, hold on. More nonsense. I'm gonna show you guys I got some. I got some cookies today at the Whole Foods. These are pretty good. I want some. There's some what is this? Apple brown butter cookies. Trying to earn myself. Hey, we're professionals here, Snooze 10. Professionals. Meaty cookies. Yeah, these are really soft, really cakey. Alright. So what we got tonight? We got a few things tonight. We got... I replaced that serious spacebar spring. We'll do that. Hey, Kill Combat, welcome in. I'm just eating a cookie right now. Doing a roll call. Hey! How's it going? Hey! How many packages is that? I redeemed 6, you refunded 1. Yeah, that should be 5. So we got the, what do we have? We had the first thing, which was the probiotic gummies. The second package was 2 things. It was the fiber gummies and the Swiffer wet wipes. The third was... Shit, what was the third? The third was this desk mat. The fourth was the lube station, and the fifth was the paper towels. Okay. So we got 2 things. We gotta fix that serious spacebar. So I'm gonna grab that from the pantry. The next one's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna see if we could try to fix up that Elixir's eye, and we can glue things back together. I found how'd I hit 0? Did you redeem all your channel points? All right. I found here in my in some drawers, I found some Gorilla Epoxy and some Gorilla Super Glue. I'm guessing this probably makes more sense for some than acrylic, but you guys let me know. I'm gonna go grab those two things. 000. Oh. The keys are right next to each other. Alright. Let's get it going. I'm trying not to lose this same baggie that I keep losing every time. These 60-gram. These are also kale box springs, guys. Also, snooze. You got the 90-gram kale box springs. Kale box springs don't actually need to like kale box switches aren't the only things that use kale box springs. They actually also work in Alps switches. So if you ever do an Alps build, you can just keep that in mind. If you ever need to make a single switch or several switches extremely heavy, you could use it in a kale box switch, or sorry, in an Alps switch. All right, so we're grabbing 2 keyboards out the pantry. Let's see what we can do with these today. Keep an eye on it for you. Thank you, coward. Thank you. All right. And okay. Ant. Or I don't know what you would ever want to be abbreviated, but I did recently see one of your Instagram stories where you pronounce your own name, and I realized I've been pronouncing it incorrectly this entire time. And Amphixious. I did. Wait. I've been saying Amphixious. Like anxious? I've been saying Amphixious. Apparently it's Amphixious. Is that right? Is that correct? Amphixious. Which one's more correct? I'm wrong the whole time. No one corrected me. But it's fine. I didn't ask to be corrected. So that part is on me. Alright, so these are the 2 boards we're working on today. First thing, we're going to be changing this spacebar spring, just so that we got a little something heavier in here. The second thing here is that this was our dumbest board in existence. We're going to try to just figure out how to get this back in here. I found some super glue. Let's see if we can get it to work. So, alright. This one, which one would be faster? I'll get this on. I'll get the desoldering gun on. I guess I need to get that whole iron out too. Damn. A lot of work just for one switch. Alright, but we gotta do it. We gotta do it. That's how it is. This playlist is gnarly, man. Alright, we'll unscrew this. Gotta grab, here it is, the kit. It's probably this. That's too big. Chris suck. Guys, I made some. Every time a new month rolls over, it's like I don't know. I just go crazy spending all this new money. You guys know? You guys get the same feeling too? Made some big purchases in the last couple days. I'll be like, oh, it's good. Good for the month. Glad to see you back, man. Also, that was probably the first serious IRL post for keyboards I made, not just showing off what I got. Hey. But thank you for your warm welcome. appreciate it. I appreciate you being here tonight. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Alright. Ooh. Let's try this. I seldom use this. Oh, got another quick thing to show y'all. Ada has helped me find these. Ada bought these for me and then she showed me where it was. This is a little Target purchase. Tape modded? Oh yeah. No, so this one was okay, there's a separate reason for tape modding this. This was not for acoustics. This was because this is the board with the leather plate. So because it's a leather plate, the flex is really extreme. So Drew, I don't know if you've seen this before. Let's check this out. Man, I'm very scared. I'm very scared to do this. Wait, what? Leather? Yeah, it is leather. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna never ever pull keycaps off of this. Yeah, so here's what we're gonna do instead. I'm about to tape mod a pickle. What I'm instead gonna do is I'm never gonna pull keycaps off of this because I'm so worried about fucking something up. So what I'll instead do, big brain move, is that in order to ever remove keycaps, I gotta remove the actual switch from the PCB. Big brain. Check that out. That right there, fellas. That's the leather plate. So I am so worried about like fucking something up. 1.5. No, this is 1.0. So these are Alps. Yeah. This is interesting because it already feels heavy. So Alps requires 1.0 to 1.2 to have switches click in. Yeah. Okay, so this is interesting because this already feels heavy, but I guess it's just supposed to be heavier. So I guess we'll go and do that. By the way, okay. Back to the point I was making from just slightly earlier. This guy right here, where did I fucking lose my box cutter every time? Like, I need to put this on like a necklace or something. I'll wear a lanyard with my box cutter on it. Is the leather hard? No, it is pretty much the softest thing I've used so far. I mean, it's leather. Like it bends more than like a PC 1.5 plate. Like it's leather. Anyways, we'll continue with the leather discussion if anybody so pleases. But what I will say is, Ada has found this. These are little tiny storage trays, 4 for $1 at the Target. When you go, enter the Target, there's like that front section with all the cheapest shit, like the value section. Anyways, you guys go there today. They might have these 4 for $1 storage trays if you guys need them. So what I was trying to do here was, I got this weak ass Rama tray. Why use this $50 Rama tray when I could use my 25-cent storage trays from Target? Also, what I was trying to do is the iFixit kit. There's that little magnet bit, so I'm just like playing with this. All right. That's pretty interesting. Any particular reason why you use leather? It was honestly, it was available. First of all, I mean, that's the biggest, most real reason it was available. But more realistically, it was like I just wanted to see because a couple things. One, the leather that was available was 1.0 millimeter thick, which is perfect for Alps. I've been on this whole Alps tear here. So 1.0 is good for Alps. So it was there and available for it. Second is that I knew that like this had to have been just a very soft leather. Just I don't know anything about leather, and I don't know anything about materials science, but like I could just tell by looking at the picture that this was probably a super soft, flexy little thing, which means you can't realistically use this for something like a tray mount HHKB, because those corners would like dip down unless you had something to prop it up. So what I thought was, hey, I got this Serious keyboard, a top mounted case that accepts these, 60% anything PCBs, so we could use this for Alps. So I just wanted to be able to try and see it. Long story short, if you're thinking or asking about the actual leather itself and my opinion on it, what I will say is I can't really give you one, like a great one. It's a hopes and dreams mount. I can't really give you a great review of this. I can't give you something like entirely positive, but I can't really give you something really negative either. The one thing is that I'm so scared of just like ruining something on this board. Like I might be like, by virtue of pulling a keycap, I'm scared of just tearing something off the leather. Second, if you're asking like how it performs, the thing is I don't really know if I can answer that fully either. Because I put some Matthias click switches in here that were modded to be clickier than normal. So my whole like review of how it feels and sounds is just completely trumped by the fact that there are some like super clicky switches on this. So I can't really say. I guess it might have been made more sense if I used some like linears. This also happens to be the first keyboard plate that's not vegan friendly too, which is yeah, I think a few people pointed it out before. I didn't even realize that, which is funny because I don't even eat meat. So it's like no, come at me, guys. Y'all claim to be big meat guys. I don't even got the leather plate. I see you guys always going to Korean barbecue dinners, all that. Alrighty. I wish I got the pink ink blossom. I went for the standard red. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, look, I don't know what was ever to be expected of this. Like, it's like I think they all these extras came out as B stock for the desk mat. For me, I don't know. Like most of my senses, it's not very like I don't see, like I don't have a very sophisticated eye, so I don't really see anything wrong with it. But oh yeah, B stock was just alignment issues on the border. Ah, I see. Got it. All right. Well, I guess I might notice it now, which is a little annoying. All good. It's fine. I'm guessing like the whole design was kind of just like tilted a little bit. What I'm guessing, like on the mat. All right, so we're gonna be inserting this 60-gram slow spring into this Nexusified Alps or Matthias. Nexusified Matthias Tactile that was modded to be clickier than normal. All right, so that's a heavy boy. That's a heavy boy now. So we're gonna punch this in, and then I have to like pull this plate up so that the leather will clip into this one singular switch. Maybe I'll try to use some tweezers or something. Snoozed in your back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh shit. Just bumped my head on that camera. Okay. I think this is clipped in. Yeah, I think we should be good. That's fine. All right. So this is pretty much the only work I needed to do here with this, really. So I guess while I have you guys all here, I mean, it's just like we're not going anywhere, so I'm gonna take this time and we desoldered 2 solder joints. Yet I still have to run the same cleaning process on this that I do versus when I desoldered like 2 keyboards worth. So you guys get to watch me do this, at least kind of, because can't really show this on screen. I gotta do this over a trash bin. So we're gonna clean it up. Take a look here. Anybody cares to see? This is like the little, I don't know what you call it, a foam suction cleaning suction barrel. So I'm going to just hold this over the trash can. There's like a little tiny bit of solder, enough for like literally 2 joints. Just kind of stuck there at the bottom. So I'm just taking this little cleaning drill, scraping it off. Meanwhile, to pump that back in, I'm gonna take this cleaning pin here and then just insert it right through, and then we're gonna thrust it through. Very male to female like here, and then female side just suck it, like use the actual buzz trigger, suction trigger. All right. Lastly, what we do is we take this little protective covering, and then we hold this to the edge of this tip, and very carefully we have to press this button and then pull this out super carefully because every part of these elements are super hot. So what I'm gonna do, oh god, oh man, I'm making myself nervous here. Very carefully. What am I hearing? Oh. Okay, very carefully pull this out, and you'll hear a beeping because the lack of a tip is going to cause the desoldering station to just kind of alert you. Hey, there's nothing going on here, but we're heating shit up. So here's what we're going to do. Pulled it out carefully as we could. We inserted it 90 degrees. So this gun is now at 90 degrees, or at least the tip is. What we're going to do is we're going to take this cleaning drill, which is literally a drill bit attached to this, I don't know, screwed rod holder thing. Insert this in, twist clockwise, and then just pull out. And that should release just like residue from the inside of the tip. But I'm doing this over something that's not my desk mat and keyboard. Okay, so I did that a couple times. The first times I heard like some solder dust pop out. So we're gonna do the same thing here and just put it back to normal. Get this in, press this button, pull out, realign this so this is back in. Very educational. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. There's the beeping. All right, there you go. Unit's cleaned. We could turn this off and stow this away when we need to, when we can. I like to not really touch it until everything's all good and set, cool down. But meanwhile, because we desoldered a switch, I'm going to grab my actual soldering iron, and then we're gonna solder that one switch back in. Oh, the tats go up your arm to your chest? Yes. Yeah, it just goes all the way through. It's symmetric. Yeah, it goes all the way through. I don't have any public pictures up of the full piece done. Yeah. Tattoos are interesting, I will say. How's the old tat looking when you're trying to take off? I haven't had my, like, the last session I had was July, so I'm supposed to have one next week, so we're gonna keep going at it. It's gonna be a long time before it's gone. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a long time. It's like, it's crazy because this purple right here is like, this is 4 sessions in, and this purple is as dark as, I don't know. It's just like, I just feel like it's just very dark. It used to be darker, I guess, but now it's just kind of brightened it up, which now it just looks purple. So, all right. Gotta plug this in. Should I run a prediction for soldering in one switch? We are probably not going to do that. Interesting. There we go. 10 seconds max. It's 2 joints. I think I can do this. I need to grab... I mean, do I even need the fume extractor? It's like, not that much, is it? I got my air purifier on behind me. It's one switch. Thank you, Drewis. I solder without a fume extractor. Hey, same here. That's what I used to do. I mean, I got a fume extractor like last year. I've been going at this for some time. Lunar T235523522 CKS. Thank you for the follow. You're probably you very much sound like a bot. Like a recent these hate raid bots. So if I have any mods in here who might be able to do some a little research here, let me know. Or if I have anyone in here who has any idea, let me know if lunar underscore T235523522 CKS might possibly be a real person. Spell out the name in chat. Why am I typing it? I think I'm just typing it because I want to type, not because I need to. This is a bot. Do you know because it showed up on a list, or do you know because you just looked at the name and said, like, there's no way this is not a bot? Their account was created today, 300 followers, alright. Thank you. Alright, guys. This task almost finished. I'm gonna mount the keycap. Oh, we are out of focus. Mount the keycap while before it's unscrewed. Oh, that is definitely heavier, but I'll also say I don't hate it. I don't hate. It's very, very heavy, but I don't. This is not the worst thing in the world. Is it? Now I don't know. Part of me is thinking I should maybe bend back the I perhaps should bend back that click leaf Seems like they follow and immediately unfollow. Kind of weird. Ah. It feels a little bit too heavy. But maybe that's just how it needs to be. Dang, I got the... Oh, interesting. I refresh that page 1 second later, they're following someone, immediately not following them. So they're making their rounds. Okay. We are just gonna screw this back together and we'll call this done for now. We'll see how we might feel in the future about it. Been meaning to do this for some time, trying to make that spacebar spring less, or like a little bit heavier. I think we may have gone possibly a little too heavy, but I think it's fine. I think it's better to be heavier than not. Ooh, this is gonna be a fun... Hey, I guess while we're here and doing this is gonna be a fun little test for anyone curious. We got here the Matthias Clicky. Slightly modified to be even clickier. Leather plate, Sirius Palm keyboard, HHKB layout. Otherwise Matthias blank keycaps and a DSA spacebar. Nexusified. This guy right here, tray mount, FR4 plate, Blue Alps, DCS Alpine winner. So if anyone wants a little typing test, I'll entertain it. So let's grab. Let's get that on. Even clickier. It's loud. I think these are like White Alps clones. So that's what people consider them. Okay. Bro, I just got done brushing my teeth and I realized I forgot to eat my sleep gummies. So now I need to eat them and brush my teeth again. Brushing before bed is a great habit. The thing is, like, I mean, it's kind of... How do I put this? Yeah, go do your thing. Go do your thing. Sometimes I just look at like, hey, I brushed my teeth late, and then I might eat like a little tiny something, and then like I won't brush again. So I just figure like it's not the worst thing in the world if you don't. But oral health is important. Oral health is important. So if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. I won't ever put it past anybody. Okay. I will just do a couple of little tests here. Short tests, no predictions, just a little quick test. This is, guys, this right here, this is the Blue Alps board. So we'll go and do it. Okay, Blue Alps FR4 tray mount DCS. All right, next up, Sirius holes in teeth. Alps and cheap thin plastic case. Oh, so nice, so nice. All right, next up, Matthias, woo. Omega Ultra Smiley Face. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. All right. This time around, Serious Palm. Matthias Blank OEM keycaps with DSA spacebar on an Exosified. Matthias Clicky. Modified to be clickier, even clickier than normal. Leather plate. Top mount. Let's get it. Oh, whoops. I don't think I've ever heard a clicky board with good stabilizers. I need to chew them for best result. Not sure. I already chewed them. All right. Comparison. Side-by-side comparison, guys. Damn, that's loud. Yeah. Okay. Blue Alps. Matthias Clicky. Why is the blue one so deep? It's the nature of the click, the click leaf, along with FR4 tray mount, cheap plastic case. I love it. I think this is my favorite iteration of Blue Alps. Of like the 5 builds, as well as the original board that had these Blue Alps come from. This, as well as the stock, full-size board, yeah, this is up there. I like this iteration on this FR4 cheap tray case. Pine housing is just sound better. Again, you're welcome. Welcome back. Look at this flex. I feel like part of this flex is probably coming from the double desk mats. I don't know if you guys can see it. There you have it, guys. What I think is the finished... I think this is a good weight on the spacebar, to be perfectly honest. I was worried it was going to be too heavy, but it's actually not that bad. Yeah, this is a perfect. Does using 2 desk mats change the sound of a board? I mean, it's just... Yeah, I don't know. Everything here is just bouncy. I know, like, there's some streamers out there, some people out there who are running like multiple, like 6, 7 desk mats at a time. It's just like, man, this is crazy. That's just very like extra desk height. So, anyways, okay. I guess because we just finished fixing this up, I might as well just go back to it. Let's drive. So we'll drive this until the next build. Why the hell not? Okay. Music back on. Got this guy back out of the way. Whoop. Would love to test that idea. I have 30 plus mats. Crazy. I think I just got this is my 6th mat in hand, at least 6th mat in hand. I do have a bunch ordered up, but they're all in group buy right now. I wonder how much like these, what is 900 by 400 by whatever desk mats, like what a buy is like. Like, I don't know. In terms of like, what's the minimum, like the MOQ, how much does it cost? I have one HyperX XL mat. I don't have a single desk mat. A. Okay. All right, guys. Next up. Next stupid task here. Where do I put it? I'm constantly losing everything. I'm good at this whole keyboard thing. All right. So we're back at this guy. This right here, day 2's very stupid build. I quite loved it. Yeah, no, this gotta be the desk mat that's causing all this crazy flex. I don't know how people do this, man. Look at this. I just press down on it and the whole board's just moving. Like for the price of multiple desk mats, I'd rather buy a single artisan JP mousepad. Makes sense. All right. All right, let's just do this. Let's open this up and see what we got. The plan tonight. Those feet look wet, to be honest. They're interesting. I'll say they're interesting. Nips. Ooh, we can use this 25-cent luxury tray. In fact, I'll just use one of them. Slightly translucent. So as I was saying, I made some big purchases recently in the last like 3 days. Posted some sneak peeks in the Discord if anybody's on the Discord wants to check out the keyboards channel. Sneak peeks! What I have ordered. There's one time I brushed my teeth twice and I didn't even know until someone in my house told me. Oh yeah. Sometimes you just never know, but then like it never hurts to brush more. This is good. I feel like this is good at this stage. Oh, I completely missed one. What's the hole between the top right and bottom right feet? So classically, I believe those were for dip switches on like old poker boards. They always used to leave like this little hole for these dip switches, I believe. Could be wrong there, but what it's kind of evolved to now is with all these like aftermarket boards. It's now used as a reset button for when you want to reflash new firmware onto your PCBs. Yeah. Okay. So here we are. Here's what I want to do. I want to rest this. I just want to rest it. Because the key here now is that we have these dumbass things. These are the two pieces I saved. Completely separate spaces. And I believe one of them has to basically sit in like that, and the other one just kind of follows through, I guess. Good God, I think it's like that. So we need to first glue these two, or I don't know first, but we gotta glue these together. Probably we should, but not after I like file this entire side down. I think that's the key. So, Snoozerton, you might enjoy this. Let's just see where we get here. I would like to go grab... Well, I'd like to grab these wire cutters right here, as well as some goggles. So give me a second while I come back with some goggles. I see them right here. Alrighty, so we're gonna snap some acrylic again. Hope you guys are excited as I am. Alright, so just right away, we're just gonna snap this off, just like that. Snapped off, perfect. Alright, so the key then here really is we need to get this guy just in right like that. But it's got to be a little smoother. So we need to cut away a little bit more. And we'll just see how badly I blow this yet again. Alright, that flew out. Again, the goggles come in really handy here. You never know what's going to happen. Alright. Oh, what we're doing, I'm rinsing my mouth. We are back at this. Just snapping acrylic with these wire cutters. Fixing that hole. We're fixing the hole. That is precisely what we're doing. Alright, that sounded like it hit my sofa. That's somewhere. I don't know. Oh, this might be good. I think it's just slightly off. I think we need to trim down just a little tiny bit more off of, I think this one might be good, this bottom one. Hey, there you go. All right, let me take a look. It's hard with those goggles on. What is getting stuck? I like to think it's it's just something. I gotta shave down. See, ideally I'd shave down. I might turn the ISO up because everything's just pretty dark here. But ideally we shave down a good chunk of this. But I yet again forgot to grab the sandpaper I left at Ada's. I was actually using it over the weekend too while I was there. I'd forgotten. But ideally we would trim this entire part just down. And that would actually solve all of our problems. But it's really hard to like reliably do that. Like given it's just acrylic. And say my way, I'm not Snoozerton. I'm gonna go see that. Hey, Snoozerton, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. You have a good night. See you again soon, man. I'm try my best to just keep trimming. And I hear it. I just hear it flying all over. keep it on screen for you guys. Night misses. By the way, I'm a dude. Don't know if you knew. Oh, that hit my screen. I hope my screen is okay. Expensive screen. Snooze. You keep that extra S there. You make it confusing for a lot of people. Just letting you know. Alright. Again, I think the key here is I want to pretend that this is just flat. Will this allow me to do that? I think at this stage it does. I feel like we've trimmed off enough. I feel like. But I guess we could just keep going just to be certain. I usually call people by the first syllable of their name, if not the whole name. A lot of people already know it's fine. If you get rid of the S, one of the S's right in the middle, maybe it might be helpful. Maybe. Snooze is good. It's just pretty hard to tell. Alright guys, I've never, okay, I have an admission, by the way, just before we get it out of the way, or I just want to get it out of the way now. I've never used epoxy before. I'm guessing that this is probably not what we want to use for this, right? Like, I think this, like, thin super glue is probably fine, right? I'm just struggling to really be certain that this will turn out the way we want it to. Snoozerton. Most people just think of nicknames and it's good with me. Snoozy. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's so close to perfect, but it's not quite. I'm gonna keep trying to trim off some parts. Haven't heard that one yet. Snoozy. Woo! Did not expect that, but that actually might be good. Huge part just flew off. Okay, night for real this time. Hey, snoozy, good night. I'm gonna keep trimming off this edge. Just feel like we'll hurt. Flying everywhere. Snoozy. Fool always sleeping. All right. Alright, I think we're good. I just want to think we're good. Alright, guys. We're gonna do this. We got some very old super glue. I have no idea. This feels even difficult to open. Jeez Louise. It's like I'm kind of thinking this whole thing must be possibly glued shut. I don't even know if I could get this open. How the hell you open this? Directions. I think this... Okay, I'm gonna grab some pliers here. Whew. Yep, the pliers help. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna get some paper towels. I think this is gonna get worse before it gets better. Alright. Okay, the key here is I first need to glue these parts together, so I'm just gonna get a little dab at this. It's just like oozing out there. Real makers and crafting hours here. You already know. Oh shit. Oh my god. Just trying to get it like aligned and I'm not doing a very good job. And now it's getting everywhere. Including my fingers. Everything but the acrylic is sticking together. All right. That looks so good. Hold up. This actually might work. I just need to make sure I don't get the glue on any parts I don't want it to be glued on. So let me try to make sure I don't glue the case. That would be bad. So if y'all could see it, this is what it's about to look like. I gotta slot it in perfectly though. Like right now, it's even like I don't even have glue on there. And it's like actually just looking and feeling fine. So I'm just gonna go at it. Just gonna put this on one side. And put it on the other too. Wish me luck, guys. Oh god. Oh god. Super worried that it's like on the PCB. Seems good so far though. I'm gonna go grab some Q-tips or something. Try to draw some of that glue away from the PCB. I have like those makeup Q-tips somewhere. Just gotta find them. I don't think I see them. Alright, I got a regular Q-tip. Gerald T, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. This is a real Makers and Crafting hour here. We are super gluing back this acrylic. Part of this acrylic plate that we intentionally tore off a few streams back. In fact, I would say it was about 10 streams back. Hello, everyone. How's the stream going? It's good, real good. Some little tasks here. Actually, there's one more task before we can loop switches, which I think we ought to do. Just deal with some of the bad switches in the HB60. So we might have to get that desoldering station back on. Alright, so my worry now at this stage is I want to be certain I didn't just glue the plate to the PCB. Cool, I'm alert while I join Zoom in. Right on, right on. I may have, I'm just not certain. If I get rid of this blocker. We seem good. All right, I got rid of that blocker for kind of no reason. Screwing in a Phillips with a flathead. Always a very smart move here. Oh, but you know what I did? I think that I have just glued on that top blue plate. I think I just glued on that top blue plate to the black plate, but I don't think that's a problem per se. And I kind of also feel like, hey, like, we could just have future Chris deal with that. Oh shit. Alright, we'll just knock that over. Alright. Okay. So enough with the madness here. Here's what we'll say. We'll call this done. If a future version of me... Oh my goodness. Getting like little bits of glue even on these keycaps. Ay mio. Crushing it this stream. Maybe buff that out somehow. We could just replace the keycap with another one of these blinks. All right, so here's what I say. I think we are done with this. I think we have very carefully, we have very not carefully fixed the issue at hand. We may have introduced more issues, but I think the issue that we have fixed here today on this particular board is the one that was biggest. And on top of that, I would say also that doesn't... You know, the funny thing is, I don't even think these were the right keycaps right here. I think I was driving this with the wrong keycaps the whole time. All right, multiple problems here. All right, I'm gonna go wash my hands, touch solder, touch all this glue. I'm gonna fix those keycaps. I realized I didn't put the right ones. All right, I'm back to the pantry. Gonna fix these keycaps. These don't even make sense. I just noticed right now. None of these even make sense. Where's my keycap puller? It's right here. So I feel like Backspace Sid, thank you for the follow. So I think at some point, oh my god, there's so many of these that are incorrect. At some point I'm gonna fix this because I think that... So my original plan was to use these like leftover Franken switches. These are tangerine stems and cherry housings. The plan was to use these in this build because I thought when it was still a layout I didn't want it to be in. I felt that I was never gonna use this, so I thought I might as well just put a leftover switch in there into a board I'm never gonna use. But then that fateful day, we did decide to do all this nonsense, and now it's like worth using. So now I kind of want to put some better switches in here if I know I'm going to use them down the line. Just replace this one entirely. Not a big deal. R3. God damn, this music's too crazy. This just isn't the vibe that I'm necessarily looking for. Alright. Let's find a different playlist, guys. Let's see if this one does any better. Alright. So there we are with that. Okay, like I mentioned, I think we have solved a lot of problems, and we may have introduced some new ones, but like, on the other hand, it's like, I'm past this now. The one problem I think we might have introduced was that we may have glued, because this came with 2 plates. So there's this blue plate, which is where all these switches are mounted, and I may have glued this blue plate onto this black plate by virtue of all this extra super glue that kind of made it through. So like, whoops. Oh god, yeah, I really shouldn't have used this this Q-tip. We're good. Okay, so I say let's put it back together. Does this matter what's on top? It really doesn't. Just in so many ways an interesting, a very silly, yet still interesting board here. Maybe it does matter. There we go. Alright. Let's get some of these screws in. Some on the opposite sides, opposite corners. I hope this works. This became a board worth using once I turned it into an HHKB layout. That's crazy. I guess we could also drive this board. Probably won't, but we could. I'd rather use that Sirius. Oh my goodness. What has happened here? I wonder if I've misaligned things. This hasn't quite lived up where I wanted to. CG Alvin Liao, thank you for the follow. But Frank, welcome for that. Thank you, Frank. Welcome. And Alvin Liao, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. We're trying to fix our stacked acrylic dumbest build in existence. And I may have caused some alignment issues in trying to do so. Interesting. You know what I wonder is if what I did has added like this little layer, these two, what now, 3 little layers of super glue may have like misaligned like the plate. Interesting. Huh. I wonder if it would have sufficed to not glue it in, but to just try to shove it in. If I were to just shove it in, with this, I feel like this problem could have been fixed technically even better. Looks like I also ruined another keycap with all this, all this super glue. Oh man, the ramifications here, crazy. Damn. Kind of regretting this whole glue thing. Apparently, Bitwip. Yeah, I saw that. I was watching that. That was cool. Damn, this was maybe not my best work. Not my proudest day here. Crack City. Keep trying this though. Stacking acrylic, man, is an art. It's an art. Man, this is nuts. I wonder if maybe it's a situation with the blocker. This is super weird. I feel like I'm gonna crack something. What am I looking for? Get some tweezers. Something about this build is very unhappy. So now we're doing a little bit more carving here. Something refuses to come down between the top and bottom layer here. Trying to pinpoint it. Oh, we got it somehow. I think I might have chipped a little bit of that orange blocker. Real scuffed hours here. All right. Looks like we got all the corners tightened up to just how we want it. So. Jeez, this build going nuts. I think we got it. Yikes. Yikes, this build. All right, so we'll do this. We will also, next up, take a look at the take a look at the HB60. And then I think what we'll do, we'll crack open all of the tropical switches and just mount the bottoms into the new lube station, just to see how it all works out. Alrighty. I think we're all good to go here. this out. Brand new. It's like that hole never existed. I don't know if y'all can see that. We got the little snaps there. We super glued them back together. The alignment is like not great, as you can see here. I don't know if y'all can see that. It sticks out just a little bit. Versus on this side, it's very clean. Very clean on this side. I don't know how easy it is to tell, but this is not quite as clean. It does jut out just a tiny, tiny bit. But I say we can pretend like it was an issue with the acrylic cutting, like the laser cutting on this acrylic, versus an issue where I completely annihilated this board in so many ways. And I'm gonna change this too. I got some super glue on there. What caps are those? These are Creative blanks in Prussian blue. TKC, TKC, but they're from Creative. So, what hole? Hey, we did our job. All right, this one has a shitload of super glue on it because I am a huge idiot. I was gonna say TKC sucks eggs. Creative, cool. Okay. All right. Glad we're on the same page. You know, for a brand that works with TKC, which sucks. All right. So this is day 2, Birthday of Build-a-thon's day 2's build, which we finally had a little fix for on this side here, where there was a giant gaping hole due to all the acrylic I cracked. We've just repaired that. It sticks out just a little bit. Not the easiest thing to see. I could probably bump the ISO way up for you guys to be able to see it. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it like that. It sticks out just a little bit because, I don't know, among many things, I continue to be a huge idiot. But we're proceeding like everything is fine. With a less overexposed picture here, you'd never be able to tell that there were huge issues other than the fact that this keyboard looks like this. I don't hate it. Cherry black springs, tangerine stem, cherry black housing. Not filmed, not lubed other than whatever leftover lube was in the tangerine stems. Yeah, looks good. I don't think we need to test drive this. We changed nearly nothing about the typing experience, I don't think, but maybe why the hell not? Why the hell not? We'll do one little test here. Get everything here back in order. All right. Real nice, real nice. For stacked acrylic, that sounds nostalgic. What is especially nostalgic is that this is a stacked acrylic case from 2013. Let's see if we can find it. Damn, I always losing that fucking Always losing that thing. Geekhack. Okay, if I look at, let's just pick anybody. This person's name is user 18. That's not helpful. Damn, what's crazy is that the only mentions of Elixir and Zai are threads that I've made. Alright, hold on, let me yep, figured since it's on your stream. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find this stupid thing. I feel like it was a classifieds post. Like, how the hell is Google not indexing this? Aha, I found it. It's running February 20th, 2013. And so, one thing, really wishing there were more color options to change the layout of Geekhack. Orange is getting old. So, funny thing about this board, I believe it's that the 2 top layers and 2 bottom layers, I think, are glued together. So, a lot of people had some complaints about that, especially the people who chose clear acrylic, because then you could just see like remnants of glue. I think these are the people who are talking about it. The way the frame is glued together, top and bottom layers, is sloppy and has obvious quality control problems. So you can see that there's just like these weird edges right there. Again, granted, these are pictures from 2013. Anyways, that's what this case is. A $45 acrylic case from 2013 that I never built until August 10th. August 10th, so about a month ago. Dang, it's already been a month since I started the build-a-thon. That's crazy. Alright, I'm going to go wash my hands again. I'm going to pull out that HB60 because I think we just still have a little bit more work to do. Just a little bit more work. I'm going to also, yeah, I'm going to grab that in just a second. Getting our keyboard tasks done. That's what we're doing tonight. HB60. I think this is it right here. Okay, so there's an honest reality of what we want to have happen. And so here's a sneak peek into the plans here. I'm just gonna unplug this and we're just gonna get it completely out of the way because I don't want it. We're not gonna be driving that anyways. We're driving the Sirius again. I quite like the Sirius. That. So we built this day 10, I believe. Honeyboard HB60, a sandwich mount. All metal board, 6061 aluminum, I believe. We threw on a Frankenswitch in here. You guys know me, I'm not a big Frankenswitch name fan. But I quite like the board. Y'all can hear it. The problem was the kerf. Whoa, that sound, yeah. the kerf was so little that it was so tight to fit into the plate that it just what is this built with? I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. Alright, I'll say it. So I bought these pre-tuned, they call them Zyko switches. Not a big, I don't like saying Franken-switch names. I don't like when people make up names. Like, like I think like when people name a keyboard, that's fine. Like, but I don't like when people name Franken-switches. I don't like when people name, I don't like regular switch names. So much less do I like Franken-switch names. There was a lot of issues with these switches. I was hearing that it's like when you're making these types of just like very tight fitting switches, like it should be like you should be the one doing it because you know how many issues pop up. For me, I bought these off of some other guy, and there's crazy amounts of issues with these. I'm not gonna lie. Very specifically, I don't have this plugged in, do I? We find out these specific keys that are problematic. I wrote them down somewhere, and we can also find them out. It was 3 minus L, left shift, and backslash. Now let me specifically find it. I remember 3. 3 was really egregiously bad because 3 could lock, and that was like the worst one. Like 3 kind of locks into place. So we want to change out the bottoms on that one. I think minus feels sluggish. L. I think L has the same sluggishness. Left shift bottoms out funny, while return doesn't. Slash, I don't know if I really see a problem with. I don't know if I was just like really trying hard to find issues. Those alphas sound great though. Yeah, if you guys care, maybe we could run a type test because I think this probably intrigues you guys. So let's do this, in case anyone was wondering. But we do have an issue with some of the keys, but we'll just try this. I'll be real. Take care, Chris. Going to bed. Hey, Rolly, thanks so much for being here, man. Always appreciate you. Sounds fun. I like it. Like, how do I put this? It's a funny thing that we got going on here because I like what we have. I don't like the experience of me building this. Me building this was just so annoying because the switch is so tight and there was no kerf forgiveness on the plate. So like that annoys me to no end. So it's like what I kind of think is I may want to just rebuild this entirely and throw these switches into another board. I think what would help is going with a plate that's just going to be less tight. So let me know what you guys think. I could very well keep this, and if you guys think it's good, like I don't know how much of an experience improvement I'm going to get, but Ada right now is borrowing my Polaris. So the Polaris is at her place, the AI03 Polaris. The AI03 Polaris I got was interesting because I had 2 PCBs and 2 half plates. I had a PC half plate, which is what I've done the build with so far, and then I have a spare FR4 half plate. I don't like half plates. I don't really like PC plates either. I did end up buying from some guy. This was interesting. This guy, he bought, he did a small run of like just palm plates, full plates. Excuse me. As well as what was especially good was he also included a bunch of pre-cut gaskets, which are not stock gaskets, but he also did a run of gaskets in 2 different softnesses, or I guess hardnesses, whatever you want to call it. But I'm thinking, like, one thing he mentioned was that, like, there's so much forgiveness in the plate cutouts that, like, you can't use switches that are too loose. You need to use switches that are really tight, like really like normally tight. So I'm thinking of throwing these switches into those. He mentioned, like, yeah, things like cream housings or whatever would probably be perfect, but you can't use something like Gaddy because they're just gonna like slip through. So I'm thinking of using these and just transferring this over to my second PCB build, and then meanwhile throwing in some kind of linear switch in here. Now, with that said, one thing that I was gonna do, starting tonight at least, let's get the music back on. Starting tonight at least was I wanted to like lube these switches. Oh shoot! I wanted to lube these switches because I feel like it's interesting, like having everything on this side of the color spectrum. My palm's sweaty. Why is there? Okay. So we put these switches in. Got the case is like a little less dark, and then like it slowly goes up into brightness into the keycaps. I was thinking of maybe doing something like that. So we're thinking of lubing. Hammer Brother, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, and welcome to the stream. These are very smooth off the bat. It's pretty crazy. These JWK linears. Like sometimes, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I wonder if, like, when I'm tuning, am I even getting a net positive? Like, I wonder, like I know I keep some stock, but then like sometimes like, yeah, I can compare like a stock switch to like one that I've tuned, and I'm just like, it's different, but is it better? I don't know. Anyways, so I think I'm moving these switches into a Polaris and then putting in some linears in here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that, but let's see. Okay, but what I did want to do for today was fix those 4 to 5 switches. And again, I want to just be sure here that I'm not crazy. Yeah, I think minus got an issue. Left shift 3 for sure. Yeah, I say let's try to fix 5 switches. So I am going to turn on the iron, or the desoldering gun, desoldering station. And I'm gonna look for my spare Zelio housings and just try to continue on this task we were kind of already doing from before. I can show you sort of the dead ones here. Got a bunch of switches that are kind of like, they're now dead. Let's see what we can make out of all this. So these are baggies of dead stuff, like basically unusable. Whoa! Hammer Brother with a big ol' ray, that party is 7. What is your favorite 90s song? Ooh. Oh, favorite 90s song. Hammer Brother sends his regards. Scooter, hey, all right, everybody, I'm gonna welcome everybody. Hey, Shuckle08, guys, Shuckle08, Shuckle is one of my favorite Pokemon. I think that, what was that, Gen 2? Like everything Gen 1 through Gen 3, like, I don't know, just my favorite designs. I love Shuckle. To go along with it, I love Wooper. Yeah, I mean, those are pretty much my favorite. Shuckle and Wooper. All right, Shuckle and Scooter Reform, thank you for the follows and welcome, guys. Frank, welcome back. AQNX, welcome. Allowed Brother. Let's go, Gen 2. Yeah, dude. Gen 2, Gen 3, my favorite. It's the best. Aquanox, got it. What's the Shuckle and Wooper of keyboard layouts or switches? Them caps fresh as fuck. As GMK Finer things, we're gonna fix some bad switches in here. It's just a chore that we've had. It's been in it's been on the queue that we just need to do this chore. All right. Favorite 90s and 2000s songs. Give me a sec. I gotta think. Like, I know that there's like some iconic ones, but like I think there's iconic and there's favorite, and that's different. Like there's some that I view as iconic, but they still might not be my favorite, you know? Hi brother, I like your keycaps, thank you. Yes, GMK Finer Things, this ran a little while ago. Choose wisely or I leave. Like I can tell you the ones that are so iconic that they came to mind first, even if they're not necessarily my favorites. All right, let me just pause here just so that you guys, I gotta, for full concentration, I gotta think a little harder. No pressure. I'll tell you the ones that they're the first that come to mind, not my favorite, but first ones that came to mind. 90s, I think is Too Close by Next. The song about boners, which when I'm a kid in the 90s, I don't know that it's about boners. And then 2000s, I mean, just kind of following along was Hot in Here by Nelly. So those are the first songs that come to mind when I think of the 90s and the 2000s. Really, Hot in Here, yeah. Hot in Here. Oh man, classic, dude. There are so many songs that was same. Good game. All right, really dig that set. It reminds me of GMK Crimson Cadet. Next, you're gonna tell me that you didn't know what B44 is. A big hit was about. But favorites. I gotta think. Like trying to come up with my favorite 90s or 2000s song is probably like something that's gonna take me like a day to think about. Like I'll be thinking about it for like the rest of the stream for sure, but in order to give you a real answer, it's gonna be a while. Get down. All right. Top 5 bands that you love from the 90s. Now, I think the problem with that question is that like me thinking about a multi-piece like rock band is not something that I really like. I didn't like it until literally like 2000 to 2002, like because I was a kid in the 90s. Like I was born in 1990, so like I wasn't really listening to a whole lot of rock music until I was about 10 to 12 years old. So I can tell you like I mean, I guess there are some bands that started in the 90s, but were like my big time with them were early 2000s. So like I was big into like they started, but then I didn't listen to them a little bit later. Was Nine Inch Nails. I like Nine Inch Nails. Like them. Nine Inch Nails is the one singular band that like I will never be ashamed of liking. But all the other ones were just like they were definitely like kind of like they're relics of their time, and it's just like nostalgic when you hear them. Is I liked Korn. Korn was up there, just like the pinnacle of new metal. Nine Inch Nails, Roxy are all over quick. Yeah, Korn. I've seen Korn a couple of times now. Fuck. Who else is there? Shit. I mean, like Linkin Park. I mean, Linkin Park was just like the most mainstream of that like rap rock sort of genre. Yeah, Rage Against the Machine for sure. Rage Against the Machine was always killing it. Godsmack. It's like I listen to Godsmack, but yeah, I mean like of ones that like I just loved. Yeah, like Rage Against the Machine, Linkin Park, Korn, Nine Inch Nails, POD. Oh, so crazy. Yeah, oof, I gotta think because like I don't wanna miss any. Officially, Limp Bizkit does count. Limp Bizkit is just always so funny. I loved Limp Bizkit, but it was I don't know that I'd say they're my favorite, but the Limp Bizkit was good. They were good in a funny way. Average age in this chat is like 35 now. I love it. I feel normal. Damn, you gotta give me some time to think. It was just let me see. Weezer. I like Weezer. Weezer was good. I still like Weezer today. I don't know. Maybe, I think top 5 maybe. I like Weezer. Weezer rocks. You're welcome. I'm actually more of a hip hop rap guy, but I always respect a good metal. Yeah. I mean, at this stage now, even today, I listen to like probably 70% hip hop at this point. They're on tour with Fall Out Boy and Green Day. I missed it. Like, so here's another thing too. We're a chatty bunch. No Key is gonna get on stream now. Weezer and Weird Al are my favorite. They're so old. They're young acts. So prior to the pandemic, so from about what was it? Must have been late 2015 to early 2020. I literally was trying to go to as many concerts as like I could possibly go to, and it was gonna be like, I'll be honest, like 70% hip hop, at least I think. And so the pandemic kind of like switched things over, and that's kind of how I got back into the keyboard hobby. Everything's kind of like on the trending towards getting back to normal. Aquanox, thank you for the follow. Everything's kind of trending back, and so like I'm gonna try, like I'm going back to shows. I have a bunch of them lined up, but all these that have just already happened here in San Francisco, I've just missed all of them. I haven't really been out to any shows since things started back up. But it's funny, February of 2020 was the first time that Golden Voice actually contacted, or I got into touch with someone from Golden Voice, and I was on their house photographer roster. Sleeve tattoo looks sick, dude. What is that? It's just dark black work. Ben Volt. He used to be he used to live out here in San Francisco, but he recently moved to Hawaii. I'm going to Hawaii in February to get more work done with him. Dark black work piece. This goes all the way up my arms. It's symmetrical, except this is like kind of a half cover up. This goes through my chest. An easy time is figuring out what your favorite Weird Al parody is. Oh man, I don't know. Weird Al is like Weird Al. I respect Weird Al, but like, damn, I don't know if I could really do a lot of that parody music. He had a lot of memorable ones, but like, I don't know. I wasn't a big Weird Al guy. That's some deep black. Yeah. Smells like Nirvana. Better than reverse dice sub keycaps. But yeah, so February 2020, I got on Golden Voice's house, like roster of house photographers, but I only literally did 2 shows before every show stopped. And then they recently contacted me saying like, hey, do you still want to be in the roster? I'm like, hell yeah. So this month I have 2 more shows that I'm going to be shooting for them, and then I also bought tickets to a couple others as well. Yeah. Frank, tell the call it, dude. I appreciate you guys coming here. Frank, I appreciate you shouting me out to him, and appreciate all you being here. It's fantastic, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go. You know, we got a couple of interesting things going on for this month. I'm seeing, who am I seeing? I'm shooting Cold Heart, part of that whole GBC clique. I'm shooting Cold Heart, San Francisco, next week, or I think the week after. Is it next week? Shit, the 15th. Yeah, it's gonna be Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. What board is this? This is a Honeyboard HB60. It's got like the honeycomb design on it. Trapped in the Drive. Most cherished will be... Wait, where was that? Where was the original? Amish Paradise. There was, I mean, Weird Al had some memorable stuff. Oh, Honeyboard. This is made where we live. Oh, right on, right on. Manufacturer MTB is local. Oh, okay. Are you? This is Canada, right? Yeah, my favorite genre shift is white and nerdy. Mostly because Chameleonaire, I have to admit that Weird was great. Yeah, white and nerdy was the one that I was just like, I feel like that one really popped off. Yeah. White and Nerdy really popped off, I think, like, to this, like, next generation, for sure. What else? Yeah, Eat It. That was Weird Al, right? Alright, is this board available right now? I think it might be. Is this the original HB60 from like one and a half years ago? No, this one was recent. I got this recent drop. I think it might still be up. This group I had a quick turnaround. Yeah, for sure. It's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty wild. Like I bought this a couple months back, and this came quick. This came within like a month or two. Love it. I gotta start on Discord. I'm trying to do this thing here. Guys, if anybody is curious, you can hit that Discord command. I'm trying to stay like active in my own Discord here. So I'm trying to give you guys sneak previews. Sneak previews for anybody who wants to see. We got a couple of recent purchases. Big purchases here. For those of you might be curious, we spent a lot of money within the last like 3 days. Let's check it out. Stay tuned within the next couple of months of some future keyboard content, but we got a lot of content till then. Guys, for anybody who's just joining, anybody who's new, is there a link to this board? Couldn't find it. I would type it, but I don't have a keyboard plugged in right now. I think it's like MTB keys or something, mtbkeys.com or something like that. It's be great for my second build. Yeah, it's a sandwich. It's like a sandwich aluminum keyboard. It's a nice one. Like it's a really pretty design, I gotta admit. Yep, got the TX60. Oh, I got both. I got the okay, yeah. But anyways, I'm not gonna spoil. You guys gotta look at the you guys look at the Discord here. I got both. I was like, what should I get, this or this? And I ended up getting both, and it's hurting a little bit. Okay, so what are we doing? I'm going super slow. Look what I've been doing. I'm so tempted. All out of stock. Ah, bummer. think most of these boards are uniquely named enough to show up on Geekhack searches. Yeah. Okay, so we have, what was it? A few busted up ones were 3 minus L slash and left shift. So with that, I'll just pull the keycaps off right now. Meanwhile, there's a Phantom TKL board when the Phantom PCB existed years ago. Yeah, wait, the Phantom's a 65, the recent Phantom, right? But yeah, I remember I had the I have a Phantom. Yeah, actually, it's just out. It's just sitting out. And you guys, I'll show you guys this. It's funny. I literally pulled it out and never put it back in a box because I don't have a box for it right now. So let me just go and grab that real quick. Yeah, the Phantom 65 is the one that everyone's talking about now. But check this out, guys. This right here. Drew, you seem like an older fella in the hobby here, but check this out. This is a Phantom. It's got a Phantom PCB and a Phantom plate. But this is roughly based off of, it's like a Philco. You're right. I confused it with the pre-built Phantom TKL. Circa when? So the Phantom had kind of just existed for a long while. It must have been. It may have predated me. Because I remember when I was in the hobby, they were running like a second round. So this is like, I think like when I got the PCB must have been like 2013 or so. But I think they must have run it like, I think people were at least working on or talking about it in 2012, 2011 or something like that. You know, Gian, this is how you buy. I've been around, but it's like, again, I sort of dipped out of the hobby from 2016-ish to 2020-ish. And that's when, like, I literally moved out of keyboards and going into concerts, like I was mentioning. And then now I'm back into keyboards, and I'm now trying to like keep up with the keyboards, and I'm going to be going back to concerts soon and all that. But anyways, so the Phantom TKL PCB was like roughly based off of the Philco, like the Philco sizing. So you can see that there's like this giant gap that kind of like exists on all these kinds of like pre-built TKL boards. Meanwhile, this type of gap here, I don't think exists for like these custom TKLs today, like a Heine PCB and all the cases and stuff that go along with it, like, you know, frogs and F1s and whatever, you know, all those others. I recognize this keyboard out. Well, that's the thing. So it's the Phantom PCB was just meant to be a drop-in PCB into your Philco if you wanted to do things like program the controller, or, you know, change the bottom row. What was interesting is that, like, at the same time, like early on, is just like people were trying to figure out how to do or like make nice cases for pre-built keyboards so that you could kind of drop things in and do all these things. So you'd have like these like menus doing, you know, cases like, I think, what was it, Tex did like a Philco case. There'd just be like aftermarket like Philco metal cases and stuff like that. But the reason why I bring this up, Drew, is because I know that you might be a little bit older here too, is that like this right here is like a really special, what I think is a pretty special case. I'm gonna boost the ISO up a little bit so it's just a little brighter. This right here is a glossy acrylic. This is the first, at least as far as I personally know, the first instance I've ever seen of someone who has decided to do stacked acrylic for a keyboard case. I don't know if others have done this before. I don't know. They may have, but as far as I know, this is like the first documented like TKL, you know, or just like keyboard stacked acrylic style case. This was done by Litster. This is a Litster acrylic case, and I think it was just really cool. It's just a cool idea. I got like this middle layer, or yeah, this one middle layer here is like a dark translucent red. And what was also cool is just design wise, just a little bit interesting is like they decided to lift it up here in the back by like adding more layers. And then the screw here is going to be longer than the screws down here. The guy that made Hapsters and Sasters exists? Yes. That's the guy. So as far as I understand, like I'd love to know. I've done like almost no asking because I just stream. But if anyone knows the truth, love to hear it. But this is the earliest instance I know of a stacked acrylic. And again, like I mentioned, I've been leaving this out just because I don't really have a box for it right now, so it just sits in the corner. But yeah, I put some super like to go with the glossy case. I put some super worn down OG white on black double shots that are like really shiny. At least some of them. Not all of them are. Like for some reason the R and the T aren't. So some of these are glossier than others. For some reason, I don't know. What's in the board? This right here. These are jailhoused cherry blues, so they don't click. The click jacket is held down by little slices of credit card. So the travel is shorter. I don't really like it. You dang, I haven't heard about jailhouse blues in a while. Yeah, it's been a while. I personally don't like them. So yeah. All right, I've been talking for a bit. I'm gonna go fill up my water. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Meanwhile, I haven't quite finished up, much of anything here. But I'll just continue some stories while I'm gathering or refilling this water. Slap some Ergo Clears or MX Browns in there. You know what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on putting in some Penguin switches from Kinetic Labs. And then my KMAC LE, I'm thinking of putting in some Ergo Clears. Because I think, like, what I understand is that, like, that specific, I think was JWK who put together, like, vaguely put together the molds for those, like, Penguin style switches. We're trying to make, like, something that was akin to an Ergo Clear. As far as I was reading some people talk about it, so I just wanted to maybe do a little comparison to that. All right. I thought Texi was the one behind those Kinetic Labs. There was someone who mentioned that like a lot of these like brands are all kind of like rooted within like the same couple of like molds. But I remember two people talking about this on Geekhack. Let me see if I could find it. It was a rah-rah. It was a rah-rah. Like it's basically apparently these like rah-rah slash penguin slash taro ball switches are all like, someone was saying this, I don't know, but someone was saying like they're all kind of rooted in these same like molds. And it was all kind of supposed to be similar to each other. Yeah. Collabs, yeah, the base are mainly JWK or Texi. Admittedly, no surprise, then it's him in the corner. So it basically only does Gazoo switches, I see. Listen to this man, he knows the way. No, I just like, I only have enough clears that like I just wanted to put them into the KMAC whenever I get the new PCB. Oh yeah, that's just a spoiler. I guess it's a spoiler too. Is tried ordering a PCB from Gone, and it took him 4 months to change the site order status from like awaiting payment to payment received. That just means you get more clears or browns. I do have some browns, but I mean maybe I could put some browns in there. But yeah, I wanted to put in some penguin switches into that thing, so we'll see. We'll see how I feel whenever I get there. Okay. Again, we've done so very little since everyone has joined here. So try to get moving. I know you guys want some premium content here. So this guy is really bad. This guy is like one of the worst. And my gun is falling asleep. Wish I could say, but I need to get to bed. I'll catch you next time. Hey, Hammer Brother, thank you so much. Thanks so much for being here, and thank you so much for that big ol' raid. Hope you have a good night. See you again soon. Appreciate it. Let me give you a follow too. I'll follow you. Labor liability issues are about the inherent issue with cherry designs. My opinion, as far as switches are concerned. I put lighter than recommended springs into Penguin, and they felt like shit. Cherry MX switches are pretty reliable though. Their leaves reign supreme over any other MX clone. Leaf-wise, I'd argue that's because they're designed as linears. Huh. Okay. So I should be using my work mat. Let me grab my work mat too. I got this new Ink Blossom B stock with the alignment issues on the borders that that Cow pointed out. I guess there's also, I can remove this top. Even lighter JWK switches and whatnot have had reports of failing. Crazy, man. Don't really see that happening with cherry switches. Alright. Let's get this out of the way. This is number one, worst one here. Slash, I believe. L, that's L right there. Oh, that's interesting. So these bottom housings are Zeal. So if I just like depress it from the bottom, I can actually see like the transparent, like the stem. So it's actually not that bad to figure out which one's which. I think I hit all 5 now, right? Yep, I think so. Alright, and then I need to grab this guy. This guy is really helpful. This guy was really helpful for these damn switches. Because he's so damn tight. Okay, so this one is just by far the worst. Because these one had an issue where they would kind of like lock. Now what I'm curious about is, do they lock out of plate? I don't think they do. Hopefully the Gateron switch puller mechanism doesn't break on you. Yeah, I've heard that people had some big issues with these. I haven't used them all that much, but I think they have been really helpful for this build where everything is so damn tight. I also heard that they made like a V2 really rather quickly. What's this? My God. Wow, that really just didn't even come out. That's crazy, man. These are so tight. That's crazy. Okay, that one. So this one was classified as like, it bottoms out shitty. I don't know why. Mendax, thank you for that hydrate reminder. I just hydrated real big right before this. What it's Scooby Dooby Doo, cutie. Welcome to chat. Bad Seed had the most thorough breakdown. I'm quite happy with the Rama Sequence 2 puller. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a lot of issues with that Rama puller. I don't know, maybe I'm just like a total idiot, but I feel like I don't know how to use it or something. Like, I feel like that Rama puller, I literally can't use it compared to just like one of those cheap Amazon... The V2? No, the Rama puller. Yeah, but yes, the Rama Sequence 2 puller, yeah. I've seen Quakems use 2 plastic smudgers to quickly take out the switches. I think that might be a good method also. Yeah, this one's just pretty crazy. These 3 guys here I haven't been able to pull out. They have a revision 2 that's white, much sturdier teeth construction. I don't know why I put mine, because it's just like I had some issues with it. Oh, like right here, right? This guy right here, the Rama puller. Okay, I guess that wasn't so bad. Yeah, this did better than the Gateron puller. If I had smaller hands, I'd probably like the Uke titanium pullers too. Okay, so this one was by far the worst. Over-engineered switch pullers. All right. So here's my handy dandy extra switch pile. Let's pull out a bunch of Zeal switches and just go one by one. I'm gonna grab all of them, all of the ones that I can find. Apparently I had an extra Zyko in here. It's like I have no idea how good these possibly are. Yeah, a lot of extra Zelio. Why did I have so many? Am I crazy? I feel bad because I remember I remember Aiden and I were just like, I guess we tuned all these because I could see the films in there. Extra Zeal money. Zeal brought back their V1 switches. Hey, shouts out to that one guy who I contacted on RMM. He was selling some Zeal V1 switches. And I reached out to him. I said like, hey, I want to buy them. He said, alright, sure. I paid him. And then he said, never mind, I changed my mind. I want to keep them. And then he just refunded me the money. I'm like, what the hell was the point of that? Like, this dude was just like testing the waters or something. It's just a bunch of losers on RMM sometimes. Like, even myself was shopping on there. Yeah, for sure. You probably did get some better offers or something. I don't know. I think that's all I could see in here. Alright, so I got all these extra Zeals that we could harvest bottoms from. We found some extra, just extra these switches. Which is interesting. I don't 100% remember why these are necessarily in here. If these are like good to go, or if they were just like quote unquote good enough for me to throw into the extra switch pile. I feel like our better bet here is to just like do these one by one, and then yeah, move from there. So here's our next pointless Zeal Gather run item. We got the Nutcracker. Let's boost this up. I realize it's probably a little dark, right? Beer Zuma. Any recommendations on a good tactile switch? I'm working on building my first board with the GMMK Pro. Good tactile switch. I mean, there's a lot. I'm not partial to any of them. They're all fine. I guess you can try Franken switching if you want to make some of these. This is probably over $1 per switch. Just how much Frankensteining you have to do. Yeah. I guess that's a good question. What have you used before, and what have you liked about them? That's a good question. Boo, bad Chris. They're all good. Every tactile is good. Alright. So all I'm trying to do is just flip this over. Recommending Franken switches on the first go. Yeah. Ah! Is that my karma? Trying to use a switch puller as tweezers. Except now I don't know which one was the right. I think it was this guy. Damn. Alright, where are my actual tweezers? I've lost everything. I'm about to farm Chris Sucks in offline and chat and get #1. Oh, big issue with that is my bot doesn't run when I'm offline. Well, shit. Fanatics mini shoe right now with red sounds. My buddy has a GMMK TKL with MX Browns, and I love them. Ooh. Light tactiles goated. Before this, I never paid attention to switches, other than that I couldn't say. Let's try to get this in here. This one I remember is just like so hard to just push these guys in. Makes like no sense. There's like no forgiveness in this plate at all. Naturally super tight switches. I had some issues. Pewters if you want something fancier. Yeah, I mean, Cherry Brown's pretty cool. The first board I ever had was a Cherry Browns, and I loved them. I haven't really like used them much since, but I've been meaning to. Definitely been meaning to. I probably should. I should tune some brown. I have a set of browns, some pretty old browns from like mid 2010s, early mid 2010s. And then I got the JWK pewter switches as well. Dude, I'm just losing everything. Crazy. Ergo clears. If you can find them and want to mod them, yep. Hey, see, we're already talking Franken switches. It's not just me. I'm not the crazy one here. Okay, I think the key is I can seed it. Oh shit. If I put my mind to it. I'm gonna have some really sore thumbs tomorrow. I think this was that one situation where I was trying to, like, at some point I switched to using gloves. I switched to using gloves because trying to put these in just got so painful. Beer Zone, I like aggressive. Gamer Doggo. Thanks for hitting that build command. Yeah, I realize it's not very descriptive. We've done multiple things tonight. I guess I could update that command. I'll update that shortly. Is this pushed all the way through? I think this is. This appears to be pushed all the way through. Now the question is, does this work? Does this lock? It feels a little locky. Damn shame. Damn shame. And all of that, and it still feels locky. Alright, yes, guys, everyone in chat, thank you for helping out. Well, I've been sort of preoccupied here with Beer Zuma's questions. So, Beer Zuma, I apologize, I can't be more helpful. My recommendations really are just all of them, which is not super helpful. Alright, plug this in. Fixing start switches in. Okay. Build command should be updated. Anyone out there curious? But it looks like we still have some issues here with this particular switch. Not my happiest moment here. I appreciate all the input. Hey, I appreciate you're in here. Appreciate everyone who's in here. Okay, now I'm left to wonder, what if it's the stem? What if it's the top housing? I guess I'll grab one of these spares. I can find out. I already had a taste of hype tactiles. I don't like them. Holy pandas. Alright, let's try this yet again. Just try to very slowly dip these in. What I do is, like, on each side, just try to, instead of just pushing straight down, try to help it out by pushing these legs in. Because again, for some reason, this plate's so tight. It's like the plate is unforgiving. The switch housing is unforgiving. I can notice that I'm breaking. Oh my goodness. This is already a problem. This is worse locking than before. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is like fully depressed right now. It just like locks into place. So sometimes this happens. And I've just been like trying, it's pretty hard to deal with because I have to test these with the plate combination, which is so tight. And so it's like a lot of just like trial and error here. Lock switches are rare. I actually tried ZLV1s. I just like tactiles, light tactiles and MX browns and whatnot, and linears. I had like a few MX locks back in the day, and I just sold them because I found them not useful. It's just like at this point now, it's like they're rare, so they're like cool to collect, but I didn't have any practical use for them. 2 MX locks to shame. DIY locks. Oh boy. Kathrian's Keebs. Kathrian Ski BS. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Kathrian Skibius. CG Boone. Hey, I love all the different pronunciations people come up with for my username. It's fantastic. Kev's Keebs. Alright, I'm gonna use this new. This is gonna be like the longest chore. And it's like, just because it's so trial and error. Kev Sag. Like those that have great top ones, not only are the springs not compatible with other springs, they're scratchy and bind a bit if you press them off center. Ah. Holy shit, it's 1:30. Damn. It's pretty late. Slide this in again. Bruh, why is this happening? Yep, we got another lock. $4:30 here. I gotta be up at 8. Oh no. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna call it in like an hour-ish at the latest. I'll be honest here. Chris, what's the switch combo again? It's a Zeal bottom I think this is a 70 gram long spring. It's a halo clear stem, and it's a yoke panda top. The problem is this particular combination with also this plate is causing just a lot of crazy locking binding issues. And I don't have a whole lot of these to like work with, so I'm just like, shit. It's like I don't know what works and what doesn't here. Like what are the holdups in all of these parts? Try removing the spring in the top. Not only is this friggin' switch expensive, there's also a failure. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just to see if it's the stem or the leaf. Yeah, I could. And I've been trying to like just swap out different parts at this point, but like I'm just like, good lord. Just everything about this is like awful. It's like awful while you're doing this. All the while, it's awful, especially because, or not especially, but just like the added dimension of this plate is like really terrible. Like really bad. It's like, yeah, I don't exactly know what parts are failing. Yep. So you got a little bit of like binding. Still, yet again, like part of me is wondering, like, could this possibly, like the binding possibly be coming from the tightness that's being made from the switch cutout? Like, cause everything I've tried so far, just like every single new part, is like failing in the same way. So I'm like, part of me is thinking like, is it the plate? It might be the plate, because like every time I pull it out, it's like fine. Every single time. Everything that I pulled out of here seemed okay. Try another linear. Yeah, no, I've tried other switches in here. The thing is like, or yeah, I guess I could be able to try to punch this in. So this is like, I mean, this is just a Zelio at this point. So it's like, I don't know, maybe it's a combination of like the panda top and this plate. They're just really not playing well. There's this chance that again, that's like, you know, the lasering on this plate like could have just you know, it could have just been off on the number three position. Maybe the plate pushes the leaf forward. Maybe tight tolerance. Yeah. Some plates do deform housing fitment. Yeah. I'm like kind of getting to that point of just believing that that's the case. I'm like wondering like, what can I do? This is another, and this is the other thing too, where I'm just like, I don't know what work needs to really actually be done at this point, because I'm kind of not intending on like I'm intending eventually to just desolder this whole board, get these switches out of here and into some other assembly. I was explaining this a little bit earlier. I'm planning on getting all these switches into another build. I'm gonna put them into a palm plate where, like, I think there's like, it's the palm plate I've heard that I got from this guy said that inks were too loose in them. So I'm just like, okay, if that's the case, then something like a cream switch or something like, you know, these switches that are so fucking tight in this this plate assembly here is just like, well, maybe I'll just get those in here. So at this stage, again, I don't know exactly what the issue is, but I think we're going to eventually move out all of this stuff here. Oh yeah, inks don't really work with the palm plates I tried. Okay. What's, I guess I'm just a little bit curious, like, what's the exact issue? Does it just like slip through or something, or what happens, just out of curiosity? Because I've heard this, but what happens? I haven't yet tried it myself. I'm just gonna reassemble all these like kind of willy-nilly, because if we're gonna get to a point where all of this is going to go somewhere else, then kind of not really, like, there's I don't have a great motivation to continue along with this, so man, it sucks that Gateron doesn't make clear tactiles anymore. Gateron made clear tactiles? Might be the plate or the switch, I have no idea. I heard other manufacturers make their switch openers tighter just for inks. Oh. Wait, but like what actually like happens when you try like using inks in a palm plate? Like what makes it not work? What are the actual symptoms of a non-working, like, you coming to the conclusion that it doesn't work? It's like, are all the switches like loose, like the plate does nothing and you end up like having all these misaligned parts, like kind of trying to use 3 pins or something? The plate is always pushed towards the PCB. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's useful to know. Thank you, I appreciate that nugget of info. Won't stay up and the switches don't stay mounted. I see. Okay, that's useful. Thanks. Okay. I mean, a couple things I could do. I could desolder this whole thing and then make this like unbuilt. Or I could just like pause and then just not do anything. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what to do. Like, this is not going to get fixed today. So this is, you know, I'll be honest in saying that, like, this rebuild is probably going to be my next build. Because I'm just going to put entirely new switches in here. Here's the other thing, too. I'll also just point this out. I don't know what you guys think, but I guess while we still have some open spaces in here, I got some, these are the JWK tropical switches that I got from Bolsa. I think I'm gonna go and build, oh my goodness, I'm gonna go and build, I have no idea how this fits, so let's just like find out. Is this mad tight also? This seemed way easier to push in, so this seems fine. Now I wonder, what if I film it? Will it still work? Well, let's just try to throw in some stray film I might have around here. Just out of curiosity. Let's open this guy up. Tri-boba's on the palm plate, though it works perfectly fine. Okay. Mounts perfectly. Okay, so just something a little tighter. That's what I'm hearing. Curious about the spring weight on these tropical linears. Sometimes I don't even read. Okay, so we got a film in here. Everything closed, everything good. I push it through, see if it's better, like worse. Okay, pretty tight, but I was still able to just like push it through like normal. No film clipping, everything seems fine. All good. Okay. So yeah, I think the plan is I'm gonna build with these tropical linears. Like I'm gonna desolder all of these guys out. We're gonna put this into a palm plate build, into a Polaris, full palm plate. Into a future Polaris. This is gonna be my second build on that Polaris. Then I might do a rebuild of the first build, which is a half plate with where these Helios are actually mounted. These Helios built this into a first half PC plate build into the Polaris. We'll throw these guys into the second build. Anyways, no reason to continue. We'll do this like kind of another day, I guess. Oh god, I think I just broke a switch. I think I literally just broke the switch. How do you remove this guy? Completely unremovable. I'm like busting up this top housing at this point. Yep, I broke a switch, guys. How's it going, check-in? I guess now you have to use it. I don't know if anyone wants to see this. Sort of Drax this guy up here. $1. No, this is the tropical. This is not the this is not the other Franken switch here. Fortunately, you have mod M's, Chris. I don't have any mod M switches. I thought that's not how switch breakers were supposed to work. I was using this guy. This guy that you guys said was so trustworthy here. I had some issues with it. Here, well, I guess we'll just toss this to the side. So what can I do here? Alright. Here's what I'll do. I'll just throw this all back together. God dang, we're not even going to rebuild. I'm not even going to, like, it's just, what's the point of reassembling it? I guess I can. Just for the sake of it. Just keeping everything together. I'm gonna reattach everything. Hey, look at that, made in Canada. I'm gonna reattach everything, but then all these extra keycaps and all these extra switches, I'm just gonna put in a little baggie, I guess. Made in Canada? MTB keys. They Hammer Brother sent that big old raid. Not an issue. There's no issue here with the board itself. I think maybe it might have chosen things a little differently on the plate-wise. Would have added a little, bumped up the curve a tiny bit. Maybe would have been my choice. It wouldn't have had so many issues here on this plate, but other than that, it looks like it's just super tight. I don't know how you can get around that, so. Alright, so we're gonna reassemble. Mech 27 V2 flashbacks. I don't think I'm familiar with the reference. Possibly, could that possibly be something that happened while I was out of the hobby? It's a proven fact that if you're a Canadian vendor or maker, you have much higher probability of scamming, as proven by 27 and all the other Canadian scammers. Oh no. Apologies for anyone who might have had to deal. Hey, we got messed up. I was in a apiary stream the other day, sometime last week. Was that the one where dude had to like sell his house, car, and get police involved in China? I was talking with I was in apiary's chat and I just asked her, hey, what's your favorite failed group buy story? She didn't really like the question that much. She was just like, I don't think you could have a favorite of that. Oh, I think I always forget there's 2 different screw lengths in this. 27 had to sell some belongings. Ooh. Two different screw lengths in this. So there's some here that are just like way longer screws than the others. And then I think like there are these 2 middle ones that are like stars. So that's a middle star one. Apologies, guys. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, I'll put it right here. Rookie R2 is the most currently known one. I don't know. I trust Rukia will complete. I don't know, I'm not even part of Rukia, but I just feel like Rukia seems like the type of buy that is just gonna take forever, but it will complete. I say that as someone who's not a part of it. Like the reason I say that is because while it has happened in the past, like it's not impossible. I would say that like, hey, they got to a round 2. Yeah. Like that means there was a successful round 1. Now of course there have been like subsequent round group buys that have gone poorly. I could see that, but I trust that better than some others. Alright, I gotta check that out, Jerus. But anyways, I was in Apiary's stream the other day. I asked, what's your favorite failed group buy? He's like, favorite is like not a descriptor you would use to describe failed group buys. But we ended up talking about it, or stream was talking about it, and so Pudsey was in the chat, and Pudsey, you know, he I guess been around for a long while. But yeah, no, I've been a part of scam situations. Two very specific ones. One, Drug ER, Korean runner here, organizing DSA Dolch. Having a favorite failed group buy. No, I mean, I think what I was asking, favorite failed group buy story was what I was asking. Drug ER was running, a Korean fellow was running this group buy for DSA Dolch. And a little while later, I think like Melissa, for what I think that was her name, from Signature Plastic, said, yeah, we never got a payment from this guy. But apparently they, like, I guess the salt in the wound was, like, SP, Signature Plastics, they ended up running it anyways. DSA Dolch, and then like just vending it through Pimp My Keyboard. But yeah, that was a whole crazy thing, because apparently people were saying that like Drug ER like stole the money, essentially, like from everyone who participated, and like just ran off. I think he was like arrested. He like apparently he was like, I don't know, there was a whole thing of just I think he went to like jail and stuff like that. Yeah, there's an alcoholism involved.
But yeah, all the money was gone, and I think his like possessions, he got like repossessed a bunch of stuff. So yeah, DSA Dolge, that was a complete failure. I ended up buying DSA Dolge from Signature Plastics after that. M Sararara. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we were trying to fix this, but we decided to just hold it off for another time. so this is not quite gonna finish today. We're gonna end up doing an entire rebuild. Like I loved the switches in here. I loved like just the way that everything here sounded, but yeah, we've had so many issues between the plate and the switches that like this build is not going to exist as much as I've liked it. It's just not going to exist anymore because it's just too many problems. For what did work, fantastic. I like this a lot, but we're going to end up moving these switches into something that's like a looser plate, and we're going to put something that doesn't require so much out of the plate to be like this tight. Tough thing with scam group buys is you can only run them once. It's true. It's true. Other scam I was in recently, you know, we got the whole copium situation going on, but GH60 I bought in 2013. Still haven't seen those PCBs to this day. But I finally relegated it to scam at this point. Essentially they had like human proxies just all throughout the US and throughout the world. And I think yeah, GH60 I had Mashpee, so Mashpee was the one single human proxy who failed to deliver. This fool just disappeared. Didn't people just randomly receive like a box like years later? I think it came in waves. Some people got theirs, you know, and people just ended up getting theirs over time, but it just has never happened with Mashpee. This guy disappeared. Apparently people would like try to bombard him on Twitter and all that, but because he's like apparently was active on Twitter for some time, even after just disappearing off Geekhack. And it was just mostly like news and stuff. Like just like literally he would just like repost news on his Twitter. But like fool just disappeared out of the hobby, and he's just like, you know, what's the situation? Like he had to have received PCBs, I'm guessing, but like why would you just disappear? Like he could say anything like, hey, I never received it, or hey, like I don't know, my house flooded and they all broke. But no, the guy just disappeared. Like we don't know what happened. And at this stage I'm just like, well, what really changed my mind, and I've said this a couple times to those who are tuning in on the stream, but what really changed my mind was I bought some different, like some Alps PCBs 1 year ago, and I let them sit in my closet, and between two, there were two of them. One of them, for no reason, just like kind of went corroded, and that was just like a year. Like I wasn't even waiting that long. So I'm just imagining these dormant PCBs from, you know, 7-year-old PCBs are probably just like, there's no way they're still good, even if they did exist in my imaginary version of Mashpee's basement. Like there's no way they're still good. So I've relegated this to like, yeah, I'm never getting these. Let's call it a scam. But fortunately, you know, with COVID and all, there's a rather high probability that they're dead. The PCB. I hope you're not talking about the humans, but yeah, the PCBs. Oh yikes! I don't want to think about that. That's actually kind of that's a little past morbid, I think. Unfortunately. All right. Anyways, we'll shovel this off, or if so, what'll happen to oh man. Okay, so we'll I'm gonna grab a little baggie for all of these, like just spare switches, both the Franken switch and also the. I just have some bags here, and also those spare Zelio switches too. I didn't want to just do like one last little chore that I'm not gonna get very far with it. I'm definitely not gonna finish tonight. They probably just become e-waste, destined to corrode to the end of time. You know, it's a curious thing. Sometimes you just wonder. Like, as mad as I am about the situation, or you know, I don't know, not mad, but like ridiculous. But I just wonder, like, if I were an inanimate GH60 that was supposed to go to Mashpee, like, I wonder what my life is like. Like, I'm coming out of the PCB factory, wherever the hell it is, getting shipped to some guy, then getting shipped to Mashpee, and then who knows what happened to it. Like, I just wonder. I really just, like, aside from the sort of disgust in the situation, it's just like, I just wonder. I really just wonder what happened. I wonder what happened to all those unfinished Mech 27 V2s. All right, I gotta find out more about that situation. I'm gonna read that thread later. Alrighty, so I'll just pack everything up here. That's rather unfortunate. Unfortunate we didn't get very far with this. 27 fucked up the Ano for like half of them and he ran out of funds, then went MIA. Oh no. Oh no. Man. It's like most failed tech ventures. Alright, I guess we're just gonna turn all of this off. I could have desoldered everything, but I don't wanna have more parts than when I started. Like more parts just floating around. I guess I will just put these in their places. L minus. I guess we can mount a couple of these back in. It sucks because Mech 27 V2 is probably one of my favorite looking TKLs. Oh. It's probably to pay off debtors who see random alu pieces. So this one was weird. This one, it just bottomed out funny. So I don't want to include it in there. I'm gonna stow this away. I actually quite like this this Harris Heller playlist. It's a little bit better. Hey, Kill Combat, welcome back. Dude was active on Reddit like 9 months ago and on Facebook supposedly, so he ain't dead. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't wish it on anybody in the hobby. I mean, it's like that ain't good. All right. Okay, so just to get to the last little task here, I wanted to do. Let's move out more stuff. Yeah, for anyone who hadn't seen that, I guess I just spoiled it. But we opened this big ass lube station up. Wishing that's too far, but just keeping track to see if they're alive and whatnot due to COVID. That's true. It's true. Okay. So we got this. This is the last one or the last variant in stock when I checked the store. I saw the cedar and I was like, oh, maybe I should get that. The cedar in XL and the birch in XL were both available. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should get the cedar. I waited, and then it's like, oh, there's only just the birch left. So this is like not the finish I really wanted, but it's a big ass station here. So yeah, and also all the standards were out of stock too. All the standards were out of stock. Cedar and birch were the last ones in stock, and then I waited too long, and then there's only just the birch left. Here we go. So it's super big, and not my favorite finish, but we got it. So let's use it. And so I guess what I want to do at this point now, I just want to crack all these open. We'll sort these. What a birch. We'll sort these out into their dedicated trays. And then put all the bottoms into the station. Okay. And then we'll call it a night. How y'all feel about that? We got the 4 for $1 storage trays. Hey, Allowed Brother, thank you for the follow. Hey, now time for this DJ to hit the hey, thanks for the fun stream and see you around. Hey, appreciate it. Hope to see you again soon, man. Hope you have a good night. Alright, so we're gonna crack all these open. Got the 4 for $1 trays here, but we only got 3 of them in front of me. I guess we'll just mount them. Shit, I don't even know. Okay, I'm curious here. I want to know. Interesting. So I was able to just like lift it off. Okay. So it like sticks, but it doesn't like stick hard, which is good. Druas! It's my time tip as well. Okay, right on, Druas. Thank you so much for being here. And Ab Savage, welcome to the stream, my favorite human. But Druas, thank you so much for chatting, being here. Always a great pleasure. Always. The hell, am I just ruining every switch tonight? Mods. Mods. Frank. Okay, apparently I had 70 of these, and how many do I get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have like, what, 69 of these. So it would just be like the middle 7. I guess. I don't know. 13 by 3. Go 13. I have this. I got that cover over there. It's a bot. I want to become famous. Ab Savage 1086. Big follows. I wonder, like, it's crazy, man. It probably works. Like, if the bots still go around, it probably works. Ban or mod me, and I'll ban. Big follows. I'm going in like super slow motion right now. Frank playing defensive, big smoge. Alright, I might just try this. I'm gonna go over there. I got something to try out here. I got this thing from the Container Store. It's literally just like an office 8.5 by 11 paper tray. But I've been using it like a cover. Gotta take some shit out of here though. Check this out. Got so much bullshit here. So I got one of these Monster Gear stations as well. And like, damn, I can't really show this super well without moving this. Like this fits and covers it perfectly. Meanwhile, this guy right here, how much does it cover? Ah. So basically this covers everything not on the rim. So the inner 13 by 10, 130 switches. Which is cool. 130. It's like 2 sets of 65. Not bad, not bad. This is eventually gonna go, like I think Ada's gonna take this. Ada's been using like the XL Prevail Monster Gear station, and she hasn't liked it as much as the little one, I don't think. Or she didn't like the little one because you can't really fit like 70-ish comfortably if you wanted to go like 4 per slot. Because she didn't like going 5 per slot because it's just like, she doesn't like, it's too tight. But the larger station she got, I think there's like some QC issue with it where there's some spots of some slotted areas where the pieces just pop out. So we're just doing a little test ride. I'm gonna probably try to do some lubing over the next day-ish or so. Finish off whatever it is we need to finish off by Wednesday. So if there's a lot of work to be done by Wednesday, we'll just have Wednesday be like a total lube stream. But if I'm able to get more done by then, Wednesday might be the honeyboard rebuild, should we decide to go in that direction. So that's my plan. Just depends on how much we do off stream. Tomorrow probably unavailable. Also, by the way, just so you guys know, it looks like that number's dwindling a little bit, but just because these subs are starting to expire. But if we have 250 by Wednesday night, if we got 250 by Wednesday night, then we will still be going off with some of these build-a-thon giveaways. Oh, Katsu, keep not updating these things. We had a bunch of little tasks today. We went through the HP60, and we didn't quite finish. I think there was just like enough problems that made me want to stop because things are going to get flipped around in that board quite a bit. which includes just, we're going to be doing like a swap here, the switches you see in front of us now. So these right here are JWK tropical switches that I got on Bolsa. Yeah, JWK linear. I really like the top color, the top housing color. So we're gonna be tuning these. Got this new lube station in. Just opened this up today on stream. Bare cables XL. Pretty interesting. So we're fitting about 11 per. Too bad. Yeah, it's chill. Yeah, it's a little disappointing, but it's chill. I still haven't really resolved much about that crazy J02 issue. All these busted up Alps happened during the build-a-thon. So I still need to sort that out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing this like super slowly. I think there's a better way to deal with this. I'm just gonna put this away right now. I might as well just like snap all these up. Where am I? Oh, there it is. Yeah, snap all these up, and then we'll just like put all the bottoms later. Trying to figure out the best assembly line arrangement for these 4 guys. Yep, that's the one. I will update my build command. There we go. Wish that the bottom housings was like the same color as the tops. I think there was like, I was poking around, I think there was another switch that had kind of a similar look that might have been full, but I forget. Stinky Stiff, welcome back. Tropical, yeah. I think there was another switch that might have had the bottom the same color as top. I forget. I was like just poking around yesterday and I don't even remember where I saw it exactly. How is it stock? It's nice, it's smooth. I don't know what to say. JWK, they make a smooth switch. That's the truth. Like I can't even lie. And this is something I'm saying, but like saying this on the stream, it's sometimes I wonder like we tune switches and I just wonder like are we even doing it better? Because JWK is already smooth. A lot of switches out there already smooth. But I don't know, it's part of the process I suppose. Sometimes it feels like your board's not finished if you haven't tuned it all. True. Maybe just leave the streams, but I guess I haven't tried any JBK switches though. Make a smooth switch. Cracking all these open right now. Ooh. Gonna mount them to the station. Does it have spring ping though? Not as far as I could hear. A little. A little. This one I just held to my ear kind of did. Oh yeah, that one does. Yeah, there is kind of a spring ping to it. We had a great start of the week, sir. Hey, I appreciate it. I mean, we had a holiday here, so it's been chill. I think I might, to be perfectly honest, I might only have 3 days of work this week. Friday is going to be an interesting. We got an interesting. I got an interesting next several weeks, for sure. Labor Day, yeah, it's Labor Day out here. This weekend I'm going out on a trip. How do I explain this? I'm gonna be out on a trip this weekend. Like yeah. I don't know what might be too much information or too doxy, but I'm gonna be in like a giant mansion estate in Malibu this weekend. I guess that's it. No need to share too much. Yeah, I'm gonna be in a giant mansion estate in Malibu this weekend. Hopefully no one here is listening. That's my hope. Imagine. Following week. Following week. Let me think about this. Gotta look at my own calendar here. Oh, the following week I'm gonna be out visiting family with Ada. And then the week after that I got a couple of concerts. One I'm shooting for, and then the other one just attending. I'm a curious cat, but we know ducks. Yeah. The two final weekends, or the 2 final weeks of September. 3 concerts, which back before COVID was light work. But two of the concerts I'm going to, I'm doing shoots for. So that's a little bit less light work. So I actually have to focus, put out some good work. Looks like we open all these up, and now we're just doing a little mounting of all of these housings. That lube station is giant. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. It was the last variant they had in stock. This finish and this size. Frankie One Kenobi, thank you for the follow. How many switches does it hold? 15 by 12. So that would be, what is that? 180? But subtracting the outer rim would be what, 13 by 10, 130? Trying to do 70 on mine. I always have like six left over. I set on the desk. I see. Yeah, just like I kept seeing and hearing so much good stuff about this bare cables lube station, and then I go online. There's 2 finishes left in the XL. It's just like so ridiculous looking at this. I recognize, but 2 left on the XL, and then I waited too long, and there was only 1 finish left. This is like, in my opinion, not my favorite finish, but it's what it is. We got it, and hopefully it works out well. Oh, so what is this? 6 by 66. Oh, we had 71 switches, and I broke 2 of them. Bro, your ink is crisp. Thank you. That black looks so good. Oh, I appreciate it. This is Ben Volt, heavy black work. Got it running through from each arm, just right through my chest. Used to be in San Francisco. Moved out to Hawaii recently. like during the pandemic. I think they had it in motion for a long while, even before the pandemic. But I'm going to be out in Hawaii in February, getting a little more work done. How you broke too? Did you have retouched, or is that one and done? This is, I think we had like retouching sessions, like I think one retouching session on this. If I can recall, it's just like the second time around he went through and redid some of the outlines and then just like filled in the patches. This guy right here is like, how do I put this? This one is like not 100% quite as smooth, but it still looks pretty solid. I had another piece under here, and then we were trying to just like work over it. And now I'm trying to get this under part laser removed. But him going over some of the old stuff is like only a half cover up. You can kind of see where it gets a little inconsistent there. But other than that, yeah, some black I need touched up. Right on. So there you have it. This right here, the bare cable station. Check this out. We got the acrylic office paper tray just right over it. Holy lube station, Batman. $20V. Welcome, welcome. I'm just wrapping up here. A nice long stream here. I was pinged. Thanks for mentioning Batman. Nice. Well done. Alright, so you keep that covered up. Try to keep dust from popping in. So there you go. Batman was summoned. Alright, yeah, so we got a busy couple weeks, but I'm gonna be back on stream probably Wednesday evening. So yeah, that's about it. Let's take a look and see who's on. We did a couple of chores today, but couldn't really quite finish it. They didn't all turn out quite well, but we learned a little. We learned about ourselves. Ooh, Warm Thoughts is online. All right. Well, we love Warm Thoughts. Warm Thoughts is awesome. Okay, guys, everybody, appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, I'll do a little less plugging, but guys, bits and subs all go to the San Francisco Marin Food Bank, so you can hit the charity command if y'all want. How many switch can that lube station hold? 180, but I never plan on getting anywhere close to that much. Hit the film command if anybody's interested in my photo film services. We'll see what we can get soon, but finally the real big one that I just want to plug, Discord. For anyone who hasn't already joined, hit up that Discord. Got all the information you guys see here, but also check out the keyboards channel. We just try to have some exclusive content. Made some big purchases within the last couple days, so stay tuned. Sneak peeks at the fun stuff that I have in store. I'll try to keep it updated. Anybody wants to see any of the good stuff. So, all right, guys. Yeah, I guess until Wednesday. Good night from San Francisco. We're gonna be rating Warm Thoughts. Peace, guys.